Well, throughout the making and planning process in particular, it became evident that my target audience was aged 15 to 21. This was data that was gathered from Facebook and SurveyMonkey. I wouldn't say I alienated my audience. I think that the music video in particular and the music that was in the music video is appealing to all age groups. And if you are aged over 21, then nothing to say you can't watch it or enjoy my work. In terms of the music video, not really. I think the music video I created was pretty unique. Well, I like to think so, considering it was shot in black and white the whole way through, and the narrative you got with it as well. It's something you usually find in a film, I think. But in terms of the album cover and the poster, I did draw a lot of inspiration from album covers such as 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge by My Chemical Romance, Rumours by Fleetwood Mac, what was it? Nimrod by Green Day. You know, there's a lot of iconic album covers there that I took a lot of inspiration from. It was in a dance studio in Plumstead in South London. One of my good friends is a ballet dancer and she uses the studio there. She teaches there as well. It was all natural lighting, ceiling lighting as you see up here. But shooting in high contrast mono made it look like I was using, you know, studio lighting, artificial lighting, because it was so, you know, pure white and pure black. It looked well lit across the whole scene. Well, thankfully it wasn't from my own life experiences, but I think the song itself, Hide and Seek, is a slow one. You know, it's not necessarily talking about relationships. I think that's just what I gathered from the song, and you know, that's just what I wanted to show. I don't know. I think it's something a lot of people can relate to as well. You know, breaking up, especially after like a long-term relationship. It's a tough thing for people to go through. That was the inspiration behind it, really. I think what the audience can take from it. I don't know the exact figures, but I'm guessing in total probably about 2 full days of editing. Not only 2 days, but in terms like, you know, a good, you know, well over 24 hours worth of editing on Sony Vegas Pro. And of course, it wasn't just the music video I had to make as well. I had to make the album and the poster as well. All in all, it took a large chunk of my social life. Yeah, I think I did. As I said before, I mean, that was the sort of what I wanted to achieve. Really, I want people to relate their own lives to my work. You know, that's all part of what you do. Really, you want people to take something from your work, and I think if you do end up achieving that, then I think you've done something right. Especially if you can find audience members that relate to the characters. It's a really strong thing to have. From that, I'm guessing you mean the music video, the digipack, and the poster. Well, in the music video, you see the shot of the flower decaying over time. That was something I'm quite proud of. That was a time-lapse photography project that was done over the course of 10 days. Used a lot of electricity. So it took a lot of patience as well. That was set up using a light box. Tape the flower down. Set the tripod up and I had a remote timer, and I set the camera to take a photo every hour for 10 days. And as you can imagine, that took up a lot of room on the memory card. I had, you know, batteries running out on me, and you know, having to keep replacing them during the night because they run out. And also I think something that's quite, you know, it's not evident as soon as you see the digipack, but once you've had it in your hand a while and you can look at the front, look at the inside and look at the back, I'm really proud of the digipack and how that's become what I wanted it to be, which is almost a three-dimensional piece. The front cover, you've got the front of the two characters. You open it up, and you've got the inside of the characters, the brain. And then as you close it, on the back you have the back. I thought, well, that's something I've never seen that done before. You may have, but I thought that was quite a unique thing. I'm proud it actually came out how I wanted to. I think, in fact, I think it looks better. I love contrast, really, and I think the narrative that shows two different people drifting apart, the black and white speaks volumes, because you can't really get much more different than black and white, especially when it was shot in high contrast mono. You know, not only is it all desaturated, everything is high contrast. There's just white and black, really. Yeah, there was a deeper meaning behind that, and I like black and white. Who doesn't? That's fair enough. Really, the ballet dancer was to reflect the relationship, expressive dance. You know, the way she lands on the ground, her movements are all very delicate, and it displays the emotion of the characters. I mean, I won't go too much into that. That was just what I wanted to achieve. I used an SLR camera. All I used the whole way through. I'd done the photo shoot with the same camera, but your editing software is very important. I used Sony Vegas Pro 11, I think it was. That's very important, because if you have good software at the end of it, it becomes much easier in the editing process. You find yourself with a lot more hair remaining after the editing process. Also invest in a good tripod and things like that. You probably know that. Not really. Once I got the two characters, I thought of their story, it became quite fluent. I mean, you can see in the music video, it's all about the two characters. The digipack and the whole album's about these two characters. It's a concept album. These two characters, you know, and the poster as well has the two characters. Really, I just based it around those two. I wanted to make a story of them, get the audience really forming a relationship with the characters. And I think if you have that, the more you're exposed to these characters, the better your relationship's going to be. Yeah, quite a lot of problems. Nothing I couldn't overcome though. The music video took a long time to edit. There was a lot of hurdles I had to overcome. You know, the bits you see at the end where the music video is the rewind process. That's another thing I was quite proud of, that whole sequence. You know, the rewind process and the static noise, the white noise. That was difficult to put in there. I'd never done anything like that before. It wasn't really a problem, it was just something I had to learn. The time lapse became an issue. The flower fell over. I had to redo that. But no, apart from that, it all went quite smoothly. I was quite lucky. Okay, thank you for listening, guys. Hope you got everything answered, and I'll see you soon.